Today is February 17, Saturday. Yesterday nothing happened. I expect AFF will then happen either today or tomorrow. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to one of my viewers, Christian. He brought up a discussion on February 24th. So if you add up all the numbers, 224 is equal to 8. Then 2024 is equal to 8 also. There you have a 88 miles per hour. Refer back to the Future. It actually means out of time. Okay. And also, I've discussed this before. It's also related to the first sin on earth, which is Genesis chapter 4, verse 8, when Cain killed When Cain killed Abel, so the first sin that the seed of Satan killed the seed of the woman. Okay. So then it leads to another discussion. So he brought up March 11, 2020, which is the official date that they claim as the beginning of the CV pandemic. From that date to February 24th this year is 1,445 days, not including February 24th. So we have a 1445. We all know that DT is one of the key players right now, right before the 7 years tribulation, because he's one of the key players to usher in the Great Tribulation, 7 years. At the same time, both the Antichrist and the New World Order system. So he's kind of acts like an instigator of the very moment right before the 7 years Great Tribulation. Okay, so 3 years, 11 months, 13 days. So 311 here and then 13 destruction. 47 months, 13 days. So 47 is a lot of meanings there. One of the meanings that I found related to the Bible actually is Genesis 4:7, right before Cain killed Abel. The temptation that Cain couldn't resist. 2,080,800 minutes. So we have a 288 there. It's all related, all these numbers associated with the end times. Over and over again. 22 is time reset, 88 hour of time. First sin on earth, and then 311. Let's see. I'd like to discuss something that I've come across when I was working on multiple topics in the past few days, and I've come across 5 elements in ancient Chinese culture. The 5 elements on earth are fire, wood, metal, earth, and water. These 5 elements actually is very significant to everything, pretty much, visibly and invisibly. These 5 elements hold critical energies. There is a diurnal cycle that's referred to our body, human body, the organs, and also, of course, is within the Chinese medicine aspect. They divided the 5 elements into times during the day, but fire happens to be related to 2 different periods of time during the day. So only fire, okay, this element. So first of all, I want to discuss this wood element. It's from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. The first half of the time is related to plus GB, and there are 2 numbers referred to this first half of the time is 1 and 41. I don't know what these mean yet, but I will try to do research on those different numbers and against the 5 elements. But now I just want to introduce this cycle associated with our body and organs during the day. Okay, so the second half is negative LV. The numbers are 1 and 14. Then 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. is metal. Notice that when they arrested Jesus was during this time, metal. That makes sense because they are metal, right? They representing metal because they try to use quote-unquote technology to overcome God's judgment. Okay, so at the same time, during this time frame was the time travel back in I don't know how many years at the time when right before Jesus was arrested. So that is a very crucial period of time, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. I would say before 6 a.m. because by 6 a.m. Peter refused to associate it with Jesus, right? So it's right before 6 a.m. Okay, so the next is Earth, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. is during the time when Jesus crucified. Fire, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. is during the time Jesus died. So that's why they in love with fire. It's one of the main reasons here. At the same time, fire is also related to the abyss and related to Satan because he is red. Is a red monster. Then water, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Again, that's why they like fire and water, because fire is during the time frame that Jesus died, and then water is right after Jesus died. They celebrate, right? And it's consider happy hours. If you go to a bar or restaurant, they have happy hours. So then again, there's a fire again. It's 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay. These 5 elements also related to different aspects in life. Color. Wood is in green color, fire red, earth yellow, metal white, water blue or black. Direction. Wood is east, fire south, of course, earth center, metal west, of course, we all know why, and then water is north. Planet. Jupiter is wood, fire Mars, earth Saturn, metal Venus. We all know Venus is kind of representing female energy, right? And then water is Mercury. The next aspect is very unique and very fascinating because it's associated with the constellations in the celestial skies. Wood is Astral Dragon, fire, vermilion bird, earth, yellow dragon or yellow Kirin, metal, white tiger, water, black tortoise. Remember in iPad Go 2, there's a white tiger on the back of the jacket of that little girl standing right in front of the tanks. So I think it's refer to the 5 elements and different aspects in life. Because I don't want to fixate it on only representing certain countries because this is a matrix system. We need to think outside of this matrix. Back to the original source, I would say. So back to Genesis and the whole earth realm.